So this is a message that I would like to extend out to NBC2 and the sheriff for Lee County Sheriff's Office, Mr. Carmine Marceno. When you sit there and you talk about, oh, my officers and the de-escalation and the fact that, oh, these people were cursing at my officers and stuff like that, what do you have to say about this? Yeah, you see, the thing is, that was a Lee County Sheriff's Office deputy who was yelling and cursing at another citizen. Where is that de-escalation? In case you missed that, your deputy lunged towards that guy. He literally lunged towards that guy. What, because he's lawfully redressing grievances to his government?
De-escalate. De-escalate. De-escalate.
Notice how they were going to continue to keep going up until I told them to de-escalate. It wasn't until I said something and they realized that we were there recording them and what they were doing that they decided to disperse. What would have happened if there was no cameras? Because the thing is Lee County has 0 cameras, 0 transparency, 0 accountability. It's their word versus whoever sits there and complains about anything that could potentially lead to an internal affairs investigation. So NBC2, I want you to really strongly rethink your position on your stories and actually report things truthfully. How would you do that? What do you have to say about this, Miss Sosa? What do you have to say about this? You going to try and spin this story and spin a false narrative like you did against us? It's absolutely disgusting. This is exactly why Sheriff Carmine Marceno of Lee County Sheriff's Office does not want cameras in his vehicles, does not want cameras on his officers, doesn't want any recording devices, and does not want people recording what it is that his officers do in the performance of their duties. This right here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Notice how it took citizens who were recording what was going on from the sidelines to step in and de-escalate that situation. Those same citizens that NBC2 and Sheriff Carmine Marceno say harass law enforcement officers. That's our only goal, is to harass and agitate officers. That's not the case. What do? We expose stuff like this. So I'm going to leave this little message for you, Sheriff Carmine. You take the top spot. You are now my primary focus. Lee County Sheriff's Office, you are my primary focus. NBC2, I'm absolutely disappointed in the way that not only is this the first or the second time that you've just egregiously misreported a story. You did it before with Naples Police Department. You left out the fact that I was cordial and I was professional and courteous the first time. Up until Officer, I forget his name. I don't even remember his name. But with the Naples Police Department situation, you made it out that I immediately resorted to cursing him out. When in fact, I was very polite and calm. And I kept asking him, dude, please take that light out of my eyes. Please take that light out of my eyes. Please take that light out of my eyes. For almost a full minute. The issue with the Lee County deputy, we were very cordial. See, the thing is, you guys only saw the live stream. You haven't seen what's on the body camera. You didn't see what was led up. That live stream started after that deputy drew a firearm on us, pointed it at me. You should be ashamed of yourselves, NBC2. You should truly be ashamed of yourselves. This is the stuff that we do. Exposing stuff like this. Another thing, NBC2. Why didn't you run that story about the skid steer that was stolen out in Golden Gate Estates? Oh, wait, you did. Oh, and that's right. I actually remember messaging you and telling you about the story and sending you video. I was the guy that caught them. I was the guy that saw them do that. If it wasn't for me and working with Collier County Sheriff's Office to get them to apprehend those two suspects, that skid steer would have been long gone. That construction company or electrical company would have never gotten that back. They would have never known what happened. But you paint me out like I'm anti-law enforcement, that I hate law enforcement, that all I want to do is harass and agitate, when that's clearly not the case. You ran that story and made sure not to include my name in it, because you know that you have already messed up once with your false reporting of the Naples Police Department incident. Oh, which, by the way, was found that that officer was in the wrong. Internal Affairs found that he was in the wrong for what he did. But no, you want to spin this narrative. You want to spin this narrative because you got nothing better to do. You got nothing better to do than to spin a false narrative for ratings, for your precious ratings. You guys are a joke. You call yourself journalists? You call yourself a news organization? No, you guys are a propaganda machine. That's all you are. That's all you ever will be.